Yes, sir.
Shafil, are you sharing your screen or
No, sir.
oh, you switched on your video. So I think your video is not visible. There is some issues with your webcam, seems like.
Sorry, sir. My webcam lid was closed.
Okay. So I was seeing only black screen, but you were alone there. Yeah, I request
There are
everyone.
others. I request everyone to turn on their videos.
Yeah. I was also coming to say the same thing. Uh, I'd like to invite Guru because he haven't introduced it to you guys, right? You know him, but still, I'd like to give Guru to introduce himself. Guru, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible to you all. Hello.
You're audible, but very low in volume.
Is the issue with my laptop? I suppose, also you can take it forward. I'll join from my phone and.
Now it is clear. Now it is clear. You can speak just.
Okay.
You can continue, Guru.
Fine. In that case, hi everyone. I suppose you know me by name because we spoke. We all spoke, before you guys were part of this course. So I'm really glad you guys could make it and be part of this tremendous training that we have planned for everyone. So about me, I've been part of Neonics family from 3 years now, and yeah, so I started my career or rather my life with Neonics as something to learn than what I was so far doing with my career. Um, I did work for few of the MNCs before I was part of Neonics, but then I wasn't having that, I couldn't get what I was looking for in my professional career. Other than salary, nothing was satisfactory. Then, I along with Arun sir, he was my mentor, just like, he's for you all. He was my mentor from my first job because we both um, luckily started our career from same organization. Um, so there he was my mentor. He did teach me a few languages, and then he was my mentor with my professional life. And once I got to know that he started this venture and he's trying to do something to change the world. I wanted to be part of it, so I requested him, and then, as always, he trained me. And once he felt the right fit, so then I was part of the journey or Neonics family. Yeah, from there it's been a great learning experience for me and also great elevation to my career as well. I could experience a lot of things that I could only imagine would experience as part of just a normal job. So this is not my job. This is my life. I wouldn't say I'm working here then going back. I have my own personal life. This is my personal and professional life. Yeah, so this is about me. If you guys have anything to ask me, feel free to ask me. And anytime, anything, if you would like to reach me out for any of your needs regarding the course, of course, or your doubts in technical or your career towards your career, you can reach me. I suppose all of you all have my number. If you don't, I'm part of the group already. So you can message me in WhatsApp or you can call me anytime.
Okay, thank you, Guru. Anybody have a question to Guru? You can ask. No questions. Yeah. All right. So let me take it up. Thank you, Guru. I just want to run today's session. You know, proceeding with the last session, we got introduced each other. And today onwards, we will be starting slowly into the grooming sessions, where each day you will be introduced to something new as part of the organization. So today we will be talking about the technical things, or the product development stuff, how a product is getting developed in an organization, or how a startup is getting started. So that's what we are going to discuss today. It's not only about startup. Any company who follows a product development, they'll have some sort of software development life cycle. Okay. So did anybody of you think about a project or a product idea which we can implement as part of the coding challenge 2022? We had a discussion in the last session like that, right? So if you bring an idea, we will brainstorm it and we'll start working on it. So you are giving me a job to find that project for you. Why everybody is silent? Everybody please unmute and say hi.
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 Hi,
Hi.
sir.
Oh, who called that,
Hi,
sir?
bro.
Oh, who called that, sir? Call again.
Hi, bro.
Call again, sir.
Hi, bro.
Hi, brother.
Hi, bro.
Okay. Fine. So, anybody got any idea about a project?
Bro, I got an idea, but I doesn't know whether it has implemented or not.
It's
I
fine.
was
You just
okay. It's a house pricing project that when you want to buy a house, or you want to sell a house, you select the area of your house, and based on the locality, the price of the house is determined and put on chart.
is it kind of OLX?
Yeah, somewhat like that, but yeah, I think
No,
this has not been here. I don't know.
I suppose he is trying to mention something like a bidding. Based on the locality, it will have a certain price, and
Yeah, based on the
whoever,
crime rate of the
yeah,
location, and based on the uh, like hospitals near that and other facilities near that, the house price will be determined.
He's talking about bringing up the price, not bidding.
okay.
Yeah, it's price, not bidding.
So,
But
go
wouldn't
ahead.
a landowner have a say on putting the price?
But different places has different prices, right? You might
Yeah,
know in buying a land or something.
yeah. See, my area, let's say my area has a price of 5 lakh rupees. Yet I want to say it for 15 lakhs. Would your application allow that?
Uh, it determines and puts up a rate, right? I don't know. I just got a basic idea about this.
Understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what called brainstorming session,
Okay.
right? You have an idea, and now I'm having doubts or I'm opposing. So this I expect from all the spectators or the participants here. You ask your doubts, involve yourself.
So,
App
anybody who
price.
didn't understand what he said?
Rupesh, so
Yes.
my question is, who will be the users of that application or website you are planning to?
The people who are planning on buying a house, or if you want to sell a land or house,
Then who will be entering the details?
If you are putting to sell a house that you have, you will enter the details of the house, right? It has 2 rooms, 4 rooms, or something else, and later on the app will determine a price.
So app is about to determine a price. So
Yes, and put it in the list. I mean, yeah, in the buying list.
So then in that case, as Guru said, if I'm the owner of the house or the place, so I'll be having an idea of the price, right?
Yeah, as I said, the price is determined on basis of everything, right? Not only just the house.
Yes, Rupesh, the doubt here is your app is suggesting 5 lakhs
Okay.
and I want the price of 15 lakhs. Who is going to settle here? Me as a landowner or you as a application?
Uh,
I think the application is
Depends on
doing
the
what
buyer, right?
our brokers doing.
Times.
So,
The thing is, I think he's conveying the idea of what we ask the mediator, right? Brokers, what we call brokers, the mediators. That is what is app doing.
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
So,
I'm not sure.
so in that case, app will not determine the price. App will just put the price what I want to sell it for. Isn't that right?
What are the details you are giving? I think I got a basic idea about that, and if you can add a feature of something like that, if the price you want to
Rupesh,
yeah.
everything starts from a basic idea. Okay, and there is nothing called basic in the world. Everything is advanced according to them. So yeah, it's basically evolved from a minor thing or small thing, and from there you're evolving that. So here, the clarity these people over here are asking is there is something missing from your points. You suddenly said something like deciding a price. So, but you are not bringing it into the proper terms. Say, for example, what is the problem you are addressing to and how you want to solve that. Okay, so that two things will make your life better. Only two things. What problem you are trying to solve? What is the problem? You said there is a problem statement, but you didn't inform this is the problem I am addressing to, and this is how I want to solve it. So that will make it better. You are trying to say this is my requirement. Don't try to put that in a requirement form when you don't have the clear-cut idea of what you are going to build.
Okay.
Okay.
But Rupesh, you got a spark that is, no, which is a good thing. So nobody else got that. So I appreciate that. So we can discuss and make it in a better form, I think.
Yeah, I believe it's actually a good idea. He just need to, form it in a right way. I got what you are trying to say, Rupesh. You try to, come up with your own thing like problem. Or what is the problem these guys are facing, and how you as an application are going to solve it. And the thing you are saying, it should be a feature for the sellers to determine the right price for their area of land. So I guess you hit a right place. So you should explore that idea.
Okay, sir.
So, Rupesh, can you put it in that way? What we are telling? What is the problem you are addressing to? You just answer the questions.
I think it might depend on the sellers, right? For example, if you are buying a land, you negotiate with the seller.
Yes.
So I think it would be best if I if the app and the user puts up a price and a negotiable price comes up. Will that happen? Actually, I
Is
don't
it
know. But
something like suggested price negotiation by an app?
Yeah, something like that can come up.
So, can you just make it into an example where you are posting something for selling, and someone over here is going to buy that through the app. So how this is going to work?
So you put up your details like
No,
your
no, no.
house.
Take it into
Uh,
the real users. You cannot say you put up, he put up, or someone put up. No,
okay.
it's all first. Any time when you start working on something, you should be really the stakeholder of that, or you should be understanding what you are trying to solve. Then the solution will be better. If you are solving it for someone else, you won't make it better. Okay,
Okay.
so
Uh,
think that you have a property to sell, and this is the platform we are going to build. It is not confirmed this is the platform we are going to build, just a brainstorming idea. So this is an idea we are brainstorming. All of us over here have to be part of it. You guys have to ask right questions to get this better. Okay, so Shafil, one point to you. This is just for your understanding and for your improvement. I'm saying this. You just mentioned something without discussing with Robesh. You said this is what I think what he is trying to convey, or this is what he is trying to express. You mentioned it when Rupesh was explaining. So instead of doing that, you have to ask Rupesh, is this what you mean? You cannot confirm it on behalf of Rupesh because he was the initiator. He should confirm, yeah, this is what I meant. But what you were trying to say, I think this is, so this will mislead people. So this is what we were discussing in the previous session about communication. The communication should be proper. There is some parameters when we include in the communication. We should not commit on behalf of someone until unless they say it, or you should be in the same team and you both had already discussed the idea and you both are trying to share. Otherwise the miscommunication will happen. Shafil, got it?
Yes, I got it. I think before I should tell that point, I should ask Rupesh whether is that
Yeah,
what we're supposed to. Yes, is that
exactly. It is
okay?
like
I got it.
making sure. And there is communication have actually two parts. The simplest way, two parts. First thing is I communicate to you and you did it right in the second part. You replied back to me, this is what I understood. Okay,
Yes,
so a communication doesn't end when I speak something. That is halfway, 50%. I spoke, you heard, that's all. Right? But when you
yes,
convey that back, oh, this is what I understood. This is making it 100%. And I should acknowledge that is the third part. Yes, you're right. Now, Rupesh, you have to make it in a way that you are going to sell the property and I'm going to buy the property. And what are all the things we both are going to do in the application?
okay. So am I audible?
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, you are audible.
Uh, so a two-room, a kitchen, a bed. I mean, a main hall, and it's in a 10 cent land. Where and this place where this house is located, uh, because of its traveling, I mean, the road availability and all for in that place.
Okay.
Basically, prime
Uh,
location.
what?
Prime location. The location
Right.
where everything is available.
Based on the location.
Yeah.
So based on the location, for percent, something like the rate comes up for the land like 5 lakh or something. 5 lakh, okay. And for 10 cent, it might be uh,
50
up to
lakh.
50 lakh, and on the house above, let's say here, on basis of the house, that is 2 room, a kitchen and a bed, hall, might be a 20-30 lakh. And so this app here, when I enter this details, it comes up with a price, for example 70 to 80 lakh or something. Am I clear?
Okay.
Yes.
So now the now Arun bro, when
You continue.
Arun bro, when you look into the app, you will get a price which the app predicted, that is 80 or 70 to 90, between somewhere there. You get a price, and if it's negotiable, you can talk to the buyer, that is me, for the adjustment, and later on physically you can contact him for the selling and buying process.
Okay, so what the app does, it does show me when I log into the app, is it showing me a listing
Prediction
that
of the price, listing and prediction of the price.
Prediction, why the app need to show you? You already can put that this is what my expected price that you can put, right?
And as I said earlier, basis on the locality and all, this app gives a price, that, and later on you can negotiate or something. That's what I said.
Okay, so making it like for making my life easier, so it will be showing that this property is listed with this price. This may be able to close the deal by a lesser price. And
Okay, yeah.
say 50 lakh is what it is, or 75 lakh is what it was actually posted, but it may be closing a deal by 50 lakh as per the area.
Yeah, that might be okay.
Okay, fine. Anybody have a question?
Rupesh, can I ask you something?
Yeah. Ask.
I am owner of a land. It's 1.4 acre, and it's opposite B.Ed College. Opposite B.Ed College.
Opposite?
Over a B.Ed, it's opposite of a B.Ed College. And there won't it's a high range area, and there won't be water available.
Okay.
How the app gonna work? How the app going to work? How I am going to put the land on, and how I am going to fix the rate? How buyers are going to buy?
When it goes into the high range, there will be a set data set for this, like what are the nearby facilities for if it goes to a high range. If there are good facilities like good travel condition and that and all, the price will go up. But if it's in a remote area or something, then
Okay, if
gradually
Mahesh is a normal person, he want to buy some land, how he is going to use the app?
What is that a question?
Mahesh is
I
a
didn't get that.
normal
I didn't
person.
get that. Mahesh is a
Mahesh, Krishna is a normal person. He need to buy some land. How he is going to see the rate, and how he is going to negotiate, how for whom, with whom he is going to ask, and something like that.
he can download the app and use. What else?
No, Rubesh's question, Shafil, he already answered that. Like the app will show the contact of the person who posted it. posted the advertisement. So this is basically in real estate, it's called advertisement. So I post an advertisement of a property. So that property advertisement Mahesh has seen. So now Mahesh want to buy that property. In that case, as per Rupesh point in the previous words he said, like Mahesh can directly contact the advertisement post who had done the advertisement post.
What I mean, Mahesh is a normal person means he don't know about the land and how the price is actually fixed.
There he again mentioned about data sets. So based on the data sets, the prices will be suggested, and the prices the application will show. So these are the area based on these parameters. This could be the price of the area or the land. That is what suggested to Mahesh by the app.
Phil, did you ask whether if he doesn't know about the app?
He
No,
may
he's
just
not.
know that about the app, but he don't know about how he is not a mediator. He don't know about how the owner the actual price of the property. And if I am putting my land, there is a lot more facilities. And there is no land, there is no way direct way through it. But I posted there is a direct way. But the how app is going to fix the if without seeing the land, the real land, how the
You are
app
not gonna buy a land without seeing it. This app doesn't
what the
make your buying and all.
the right is going to be fixed around some analysis, right? The
Yeah,
analysis what the
the
landowner gives.
data on which you give, and later on you can negotiate right after seeing the land and all. You're not gonna
Oh,
buy blind.
a lot of people is
Shafil, according to his points, the app will be just an indicator. It is not finalizing and making the deal.
just putting the value
Yeah,
by analysis, right?
app will just show you. So this might be the best price for you. You can try negotiating with this cost. That's all.
Oh, okay, I got
You
it.
might have used OLX and something, right? You don't buy the bike or the phone you see on the site itself. You go directly to them, right?
Oh, I got it now.
I think Surya raised her hands. Maybe she might have a point to make or wanted to speak something.
Yeah, I was about to say this because considering the database in that area, the app can predict the approximate amount of that land. If it is for selling or for renting purpose, based on the area and location, there will be a value for that. That is, I mean, if the nearby areas are sold for 4 lakhs means it will be showing for 4 lakhs for the advertised property also. If it is
Yeah.
for a rented property means if the nearby locations are going for 8,000 means for the newly posted property also it will be labeling as 8,000. Likewise, it will be working. It has no problem.
Okay. Got it. So anyone else have a point?
Yeah,
I, I think the app must also have the option to enter the price by the owner.
Yeah, there should be, must be. I feel so.
So to like I have a different approach to explore this idea. It, I suppose, answers everyone's doubts. This particular app should be targeting the people who doesn't know the value of the particular land in particular area. For an example, if is a seller of a land, I mean, not everyone would know the value of their land before they consulting to a consultant. There are many land consultants who will determine the price of the land based on the location and sort of land it is, right? So this app will help those people to determine the price of their own land. upon that, whatever the expenses they have done to the land to make the land better or to have the house in the land, uh, that they can add as an additional values and quote their price from a owner's end. Likewise, the people who wants to purchase a land from, let's say, person X wants to purchase a land in location A. So he is not aware because he just found a job or he just found a a place nearby where he working place or some schooling colleges in that particular location. So now he wants to have a house there. So he just goes to the app instead of consulting to 100 number of people how much the price the land would be there. He'll just visit a app. So app will tell him, so this average land price of this area is this much. Now you can visit to or you can look into a land and see whether the cost quoted by the owner is worth for you or not, because this average price of this area is 5 lakh rupees. If the owner is quoting 5 crore, then probably it is not worth for him, or he should work hard on bring the price down to a close by to 5 lakh rupees. So this is a place, this is the to a people to solve. So essentially, almost 60% of the normal people will not be aware of the land until and unless they had a similar experience in their life. And most probably, there are not many people who would have this experience in their life before they are purchasing their first land or selling their first land. So this app is for them.
Yeah, it is good idea if we brainstorm it. That can be considered to bring as a product. Because I also have similar experience, not in buying land, but in renting out. So when I came to Dubai first time, I was actually trying to book some rooms from Kerala, from traveling to here. So it costed me somewhere around 3,500 to 4,000 dirhams per month to onboard a room, which is a big amount considering to our Kerala market. So that's a monthly expense, nearly a lakh I need to spend. And after I came here, I'm realizing that just opposite of the same road. So it's like crossing the road, you will get half of the price rental. So what is that half price is actually, how does it come to 50% of discount from the other place? Because the one place you need to cross the road with a long signal. So that's the Dubai and this kind of cities, like the signal crossing itself will take some 10 minutes for you. Okay, so and distance are also far. And in the road where I first stayed, it was actually, there is a supermarket just below my building, and there is restaurants surrounded by me. So the availability and accessibility towards that location is pretty much easy. Where I'm moved to the other side of the road, it keeps like a residential area. There is no shops, nothing. You cannot even get a tea. You have to cross the road to get the tea. So which was actually considered as accessibility is very less. So you cannot go and raise your price. So I didn't know all these things, and I didn't know all these location and how the prices were determined. All these things I didn't know before I traveled. So how did I come to know? After I moved to Dubai, I can figure out, okay, this is the cost comes in. So now I know in which area, what would be the cost, what would be the room rentals, everything I know. But this is something which is useful before I'm traveling to Dubai. I can check in the applications. See, I don't even need to post something and purchase through the app, or booking through the app. I just need one calculator of this area. Just need that data set alone will be satisfying me, like this area, what would be the cost, average rental, and what are all the amenities I will be getting. So that can be considered as a better approach towards this application. So we will still brainstorm this idea into the next level. And I'm seeing most of the people over here as silent listeners. Now I want each and every one of you speak about the application idea, what Rupesh has said. Okay, what I understood is nobody is asking a question means that they understood everything or they didn't understand anything. So this is the two possibilities. Halfway I don't like. So this is what we need to do. You have to start with one person, have to explain the idea what Rupesh has mentioned, or if you didn't understand anything, ask question to Rupesh, Shafil, and Guru, because and me also. Okay, right. We are the people who discussed, and Surya ma'am also was there, and we were the people who spoke. So you can ask the question to any one of us to understand or clarify your concern. Who want to go first?
So as per Rubesh, the seller who want to sell or like a rent, they can post a price, and the application will also show a price, like depends upon the infrastructure, like what they have nearby.
The app will first predict a price. Later on, if a feature is adding, like we can put up a price, and maybe if we come up with some feature or something like a negotiated price between what a predicted price and the one set by the seller, from that an average or something can be posted.
I think it's
Okay,
better
that
to
depends upon
predict
like
the
what is nearby, like predicting like school is nearby or a new road is coming or something like that. Depends upon that.
I think the prediction can be made at the initial stage of giving this ad, and after that it has to be fixed and the buyer can contact. That will be a better option, I think.
Yeah, the prediction happens first, and later on, as I said, we can add a feature, maybe like sir said or something, like a price put by the seller, I add on or something.
I think Lima, you asked the question, right? I think did you
Yeah.
ask that how the price will be determined? Is that what your question?
Yeah, the prediction like depends upon how like depends upon the infrastructure, or if it is like a new road is coming or new highway is coming. Depends upon that the price will go up.
For example, your property remains on a highway side, then the price of the land would go up like a rocket, and based on the nearby facilities like hospitals, schools, and other infrastructures, like if it's a city and all, you know how the rates will go up.
Or
So
in future, like in nearby future, if there is a highway coming, that also.
Yeah, that also will be considered. The data need to be entered into the system.
at that
Right?
present time, if that road is not there, then that price would not go up, right? Later
No, it
on,
should.
it might be updated, like when the data set gets updated.
Actually, then in that case, it is a loss for the seller. Seller wouldn't choose your app.
And
Yeah.
It should consider.
that's why I was mentioning I don't look for the posting or the advertisement posting part at all. I just want to have the app. Means that's my point. I am not forcing you to build in that way. I'm just saying I don't need the posting of the things at all. I just need there is a post. There is a location, and this locality, this area, someone wants to sell. I enter this into the app, and the app will be showing me the suggested price. So these are the approximate price which you can negotiate for. So because the seller ads, selling or the advertisements are there in many websites, right? Why we need to reproduce that? We just need to produce the unique idea what we are trying to promote. We are trying to promote finding the price. So a
That
seller can
also
also try to use the
Yes.
app to determine
Even in
at
that case,
what price he can sell. That's all.
yeah. Even in that case, this particular what Lima asked, whether the one big highway is coming in the future, that had to be considered. Otherwise, it will be misleading. Even just showcasing the price,
It should be
Yeah,
considered.
had to be considered.
it should be updated, right? It should not be rest upon for 10 years. The same set of places won't stay, right? It might get
that
updated.
is where your product's major work is going
Yes.
to be. It's not the application which you are building. The application which you are building is just an interface. The data set you are creating and continuously updating the data, that is where the business belongs to. Your actual business is that, not the app.
Getting these informations.
Yeah, yes,
I mean,
of course.
if
So
you,
when you are implementing it for only for Kerala, you have to have almost all the data set related to the government. And the government is, say for example, in Kerala there is the Silver Line new railway is coming, right, which is actually affecting a lot of places. So that will also be considered in down the line 5 years. So say maybe after 1 year or 2 year, they might drop this plan because it is not going to work. They see and they drop, because there are many plans they initiated and dropped, right? I'm not speaking something political. So they may initiate and they may drop. So if a drop plan came in, then the prices are again going to vary. So your system should be updated with all these data, the geographical records, local government, then the central government, all these kind of informations, and also the the earthquakes and flood, all these kind of things, all these kind of data you need to be updated every year, because 3 years before, Kerala was not considered as a place where flood will happen. But now Kerala is also a place which is considered as a flood area, right? So this data updation is what your business is. The other thing, you're just giving the info. That's all.
yeah, and it is
Yeah.
the application will be highly relied on government officials.
Government officials and data. Yes. Yeah, and Lima, hope your questions were answered.
Yeah, sure.
You can choose the next person who didn't ask any question.
No, we have to build an app for that, choosing the next person.
No, auto choosing can do.
I can't select anybody. I don't know. I can't see the names.
You can't see the names. Why? You're always
I have a question.
You can't see.
I have.
Atul is speaking.
I don't know. I don't like.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay. Thank you.
we said the app should be updated well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how we can do the updations? What resources can we use for this updation? Like we said, government officials and all. So what are the resources that we can use for the updations of the app?
Okay. If Rupesh doesn't have any points, or anybody else over here want to speak, then I will be speaking. So don't force me to speak always, because I will never stop. That's the problem. Okay.
No, the session and the whole course is for you. So
yeah. So
not
someone
for
else
Arun.
have to answer to that question. Rupesh, do you know?
Actually, if you look into the navigation apps, Google Maps and the iOS apps, even the people using the apps can update directions and all. Yeah, we can add new ways, new directions into that. So this app should also contain a option for that. We the nearby places we can add. Yeah, the expected price for this area will be this for our neighborhood places, something like that.
Right. Let Rupesh answer to your question. What he is thinking of.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It will help the app for better updation, right?
Okay. Actually, you know how these applications are frequently getting updated? It's not only with the users. There are officials. for these maps, navigator applications, there are really physical people working towards that to get these data updated into the system. So I can add my office location or my house location into the Google map. That's fair. That's fine. That is in the Google business. But say a new road is coming, not every users cannot add an accurate value to that, right? So they might be entering some wrong latitude and longitude. It might be showing 5 kilometers after that. So that's the most of the time, whenever an error happens, or whenever a navigation error happens in the Google map, we end up somewhere else. We were supposed to go in one way, we were ending up in another place because that user entered data or the data accuracy. So there are people who work behind this. I know one company who is actually working towards the road mapping. They're called LiDAR land. So they make it like they go to a particular point and they draw lines and they make that into the Google map and then update it. So that way it is getting updated. So and the news applications, you have seen the news applications. So everywhere there are freelance reporters, news reporters. These freelance news reporters will be sending news to the news bureau and they will be publishing it, or the newspaper also working in that same way. So what you need to do to bring the accurate data or a geographical data, you should be keeping people like freelancers or dedicated resources to collect this data. That's how you can get your data accuracy better. Atul, is that clear with you?
Yeah, that's clear.
And I have a point for Atul's suggestion that he had suggested that in Google Maps, user can enter the data. In this case, even if we give the such provision for the user to enter these data, but there had to be a verification done from the application end because there is a money involved in this. So if we just give that complete what if they can if they have a provision to just upload and it goes to the app, then it is easy to manipulate the price for any seller or vendor. If someone has a huge land in let's say X area, then he can just mislead with these information to the app, and overall the app will end up giving the wrong suggestion to the buyer, which shouldn't be the case. So there had to be someone, as Arun mentioned, there had to be someone like freelancers or someone from the application end who will verify it and get a confirmation from the government authorities, because they are the one who is going to make all this and then approve it. Then app will take that particular as a input and consider that and recalculate the price.
Okay. Yeah, Atul, you have to choose the next person.
Okay. Think Abhirag. He's my friend.
Oh, all are your friend,
Hello,
Atul.
can you hear?
Not
No,
only
I
Abhiraj.
actually know him by he's in my
No.
class.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Um,
Hello, sir. Can you hear?
yes, yes. Who is calling? I can hear.
Hello, sir.
I think he has
It's
a bad
multiple times
network.
calling me, sir. Who is that?
Virat.
Hello?
I guess
Was it Abhiraj?
Hello, sir. Can you hear?
Yeah, yes. We can hear you, Abhiraj.
Sir. Okay, sir. My data is hosted, so I'm connecting Wi-Fi.
It's okay. No problems. You can just.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have. How we can identify the correct or which means correct data or wrong information in the app? When we update the app, what is the correct or wrong information? Sir, understand? When we
Yes.
updated the app, sir, can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you, Abhirak. I understood also. Are you not hearing us?
I think none of us could hear you for a while.
See, I heard what he asked. Abhirag was asking, was it how you will identify the data is accurate or not, whether the data is correct or not, the suggestions are correct or not.
Yes. Yes, sir.
The
That
official
was
must
his.
wait.
Rupesh, go ahead.
No, if a user updates a data, as Guru said, the officials must from the app verify that data, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's correct or not, and later only it gets updated in it.
Okay.
When we put in a wrong information, then the buyer will recognize that information. How we can convey them.
When the user updates something, it won't directly get into the app just at the moment, right? Later on, after a verification process, only this can get into the app. That is
Okay,
that.
So we have to. Okay, so we have to update it daily in this app. There.
No, yeah, Abhirag, you don't need to update anything. I think it's something
Data
you
get
understand.
updated.
Yeah, you don't need to
A
update anything.
notification can be given. A notification provision can be provided so that whenever there is an updation, we'll be getting notified.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's a very risky element to continue this app.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Abhirag, you can choose the next person. See, we won't say that again. You have to choose the next person.
Sir, I am choosing Aditya Anil from VC.
Aditya Anil is here. I don't see.
She is here.
No, I'm saying I can't see because I have more people list, right? So Aditya Anil is here. Then please speak up.
So I'm choosing Vaishak, sir. Aditya Anil is not here.
Yeah, then you can
She
choose.
was there. I think she left the meeting now.
Sir, I am choosing Vaishak Arvi.
Vaishak is there. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Vaishak, please go ahead.
I have no questions to ask, but I have a suggestion that the app must have an option to enter the price by the owner.
Yeah, that we already discussed. So you understood the application, right? What it is?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. Now you can choose the next person.
Arjun.
Arjun CS.
Yes, sir. I don't have any questions, sir. I understand that it's basically an app more developed than the OLX and the combination of OLX and Google Maps, something like that. I have that kind of idea.
Okay. Can you just speak it in two statements what the app will do?
App basically gives the person to update his land or building to his he can add a price and sell it online to other people like that.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. You can choose the next person.
I'm choosing Arsha Beer.
Rupesh, I have a doubt that I am a buyer and your app will predict the price by considering all the legal factors also. So when a seller see it, they will see two prices. That one is suggested by the app, and the next one will be suggested by the seller. And if the app is suggesting 80 lakh, and I am and I want it to be sold in almost 1 crore, then it will give a negative impact to the seller, right? Because your app is predicting the correct amount by considering all the factors, and I want 1 crore, so it will give a negative impact in the pricing, right?
See, that's what I told earlier. It's not a fixed price. It can be negotiable, and based on the locality, they can speak up face to face. Okay, and I think the price can be negotiated after that.
Okay, fine, Rupesh.
Yeah, Arsha, one more point to add. It is not related to the application. It is related to, it is your application you are mentioning. It is not your application. It's our application.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's not his application. It's he brought an idea and we are brainstorming it. So it's think from our perspective.
Okay, sir. I understand.
Yeah. Go ahead with the next person. You can choose. Arsha, you are on mute. You
Sharanya
didn't
A.
choose. Sharanya A. Sharanya is not available. Huh?
Hello.
Yeah, Sharanya, please go ahead.
I have no question.
Then you can explain about the application, what you understood about the application. Sharanya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go ahead. What you understood about the application? Did you understand anything or not? Sharanya, are you talking? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Sharanya, please.
Sir.
Yes, Sharanya, we all are waiting for you. We can hear you. Sharanya, is there any problem in speaking? Hello? Sharanya, are you hearing us? I think there is some problem. She left the meeting. So you can call the next person. Who was calling? Arsha was calling, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please choose the other person, Arsha.
Aromalas.
Hello.
Yeah, Aromal. Good evening.
Good evening, bro. I have a doubt that if some fraud was entering the data of I have a house to sell. This is the details how can we identify that? How can the
There
application?
should be, yeah, if that should happen, there should be some frauds inside our company also. Because one fraud is entering a data and another fraud is approving that data. So we have, people who are verifying the data. So we should not place any frauds inside our company, right?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yeah, that's the
is it
that's
related?
the best answer I can give you.
No, but is it related to updating data, or is it related to posting an ad or posting the, I have a house for sale?
I think it's while posting that, if some fraud entering that or something, like, how can we identify? That's my question.
Okay, the ad. I don't think that is a chance user had to take. The phone number will be given, right? So they can call them and verify, because it is not practically possible to go and verify every ad that's been posted in the app.
Sir, if suppose the number is also fake, and if a user can waste their time to see that and call some fake numbers like that.
Yeah, it will happen, Roman. It can happen any place. See, I think I should not speak about this. I'll just let me.
I will give an example. Don't worry, I have a better example rather. So when I bought my first phone, it was Moto E. So what my roommates did, they took a picture of it without my knowledge and posted in the OLX. So next day morning, I started getting continuous calls. It is for 1500 they have put. I bought a phone for 5000 rupees, just 1 day old, and the selling price was 1500. So my phone was blasting with calls. Every 1 minute I was getting a call. So I see the ad in OLX that you are selling a phone, a Moto E, with a warranty for 1500 rupees. Can I come to see it, or can I come to purchase it? I had no clue that I had posted such, ad. So it happens. As a owner, I did not know my number was posted there. So to play a prank, my friends did that. So it is something will be there, and these are the things we have to put it in the terms and conditions of a app. Because
Okay,
how OLX can make sure that it is not my number, or in that case OLX will lose their own business until I receive a call from them and say, yes, I have posted this ad. Their time will be wasted. If I don't respond to it, their one ad will be wasted. One
Yeah,
revenue source will be
be
wasted.
there should be some conditions applied. That's all.
Yeah, like sending this OTP to that number, sending some verification link to that number. So click on it and put a OTP in the app, then your number is verified, right?
Okay, sir, fine.
Yeah, make it fast because we are running out of time.
Okay, I would like to choose Sangeet.
Hi. I have a question to Rubesh. Rubesh, did you add review about the seller and assets? That's a very convenient to select users to users.
I didn't get
Basically,
that.
by revision, you can address the genuinity. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, right. Is the seller is genuine, or is it a scammer? Like ad reviewing and
Usually, a person sells a property only once or twice in his lifetime. So we can't say that he is a genuine person or not, something like that.
okay, ma'am. I mean, there's so many brokers are there, right? So their job is to solve the
Yeah, we
lands and assets.
can include whether this is a owner or a broker or a dealer. That's the thing we can include. Other than that, we can't check the genuinity of a seller, because he is selling only once a property.
Yeah, Sangeet, you can choose the next person. I think only Lekha and
Who are all left?
Safir.
I think that should be the question. Who are all left? Who all haven't been asked the question, please raise hand.
Lekha and Safir is there.
Okay, I'll call Safir.
Safir, can you hear us? I think you can go with Lekha. Lekha, can you please?
Hi everyone. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you.
I don't have any question, but what I am understanding is, as we are discussing the unique feature the application going to give us is a price prediction, and we are expecting it to be as accurate as possible. Then, if it's like that, I think there should be some people to verify, manage, and update the data set always. Otherwise, it will not meet our expectation. I think if the data set management is not in an efficient way, then the application we are going to build will not get any reach. I think if the data can be managed in a proper way, then it will work.
Okay, thank you, Lega. Pretty well you summed up it. I think no one else is left for giving an update understanding over here. So hope everybody understood how some idea is actually evolving into a business application. So we didn't make an application. We didn't make a business yet. Now, this is something called a spark. One person who is giving a spark is trying to resolve one problem. From there, all these bigger companies, what you have seen, the Google, Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp, all these guys have evolved from this kind of a very small idea. But how this becomes that big? Oh, even the OLX and all is the same. Okay, so I just mentioned about the giant companies. That's what I wanted to explain. So how these companies are built, from where it is actually starting is from someone's spark, someone's ideas spark, and he is sharing that idea with someone else, and one more person is believing that idea. So, and those two co-founders of the company is going to talk with a bunch of other people. This is what some idea we are going to work out. What you think about it? So like this, they will be asking questions and they will be raising their concerns, and there will be people will be suggesting features what you suggested, like, so I can add a review, I can add something like a additional verification, I need to measure the data, how when was the last date the data was updated, or am I looking at the right data? All these measures, so these are some features. So but the core idea remains the same. I need to determine a best price and the right price for a particular property, right? So that's the basic idea. From there we are going to build an organization. So this is just an example. I'm not saying we are going to build an organization around this. We will be having multiple ideas shared by other people, and we will be having discussions. But everywhere, this is important, that brainstorming sessions are important. So some of you over here might not felt this as an interesting thing. Some of you might have thought, okay, this is a great way to communicate and share my idea, also understand others' idea. So see, you only know whether you felt it better or felt it boring, bad session. It depends on your mindset. That is going to determine your future. So everything which great you see in the world, once it was a boring thing. It was started in a boring thing. And all these discussions, we are not doing any coding. We are not learning anything in the coding. We are not developing anything. We are not discussing anything about testing. We are not discussing anything about UI UX design. We are not discussing about marketing. We are not discussing about sales. We are not discussing about anything at all other than the idea. One small idea is what you are discussing, and it requires a lot of effort to bring that idea into a proper business plan. Okay, this is the problem I was addressing, and this is the solution I'm going to build, and this is how I am going to make money out of it, and this is how this is going to help the people around the globe. So that is what the first step we learned today. So if we all are part of the project or the product or the startup or the business we are developing, then we all need to be a stakeholder in that. Stakeholder in this sense, it is not I'm going to get an equity, I'm going to get a share. It's not that. You first need to be the person who is facing the problem. You can solve your own problems better than solving someone else's problem. So you first think about, this is what I am trying to solve. I'm trying to solve this. This is how I can solve it. Now the brainstorming session brings it to a better idea. So initially it was Rupesh was telling, I just got a basic idea. I just got a basic idea. After I said there is nothing basic, he just stopped saying that. That's a good move. He has taken it up. And suddenly Guru came in and Surya came in and Arsha and me was coming with him to ask him questions to make it clarity. And Shafil also was joined. So that means one person's idea is impacted to 5 different people, and all that 5 people attracted to that, and that 5 people is going to help that first person to make that into better. Now Rupesh's idea is no more a better idea, it is an idea of a business. Now where we are going to make money, we haven't discussed it yet. Now we are just saying you are going to use this application and you are going to get a better price rate. Okay. Now when we will decide about where we will make money out of it, every business should sustain and run. From somewhere the money should come, right? Some investors need to invest or some banks need to provide the loan, but at a certain point of time you have to generate revenue and you have to give it back. So that also another brainstorming session, how you will get a business which will be built as a company. So you got an idea, then how that idea is going to become a company. So you know how it is going to become?
Ads.
Ads. Okay. That is already you are doing. The ads itself you are doing. It's fine. See, that is not about this business idea I'm saying. So I'm asking like from an idea how it will become a business.
Brokerage, percentage of selling and buying. Some percentage from selling and buying and brokerage fees.
We are providing them direct contact, so they will not pay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see, tomorrow onwards, this course is costing 50,000 rupees. How many of you will remain in the course?
Okay, bye.
It's so simple. That's it. You are already in, but you don't want to pay and learn something. As it is getting an opportunity, so you are learning it for free. That's the same thought process. What you have is the common people have the thought process. So they are going to do the same towards you. When they get connected each other, your presence is no more required there. So your app doesn't matter there. So they won't pay. So again, I am not discussing about that short point of how we make money out of this small application. Is not what I was asking. I was asking how a idea will become into a business. Not every ideas result into a business, right? I'm sure in your colleges there is an IEDC club, right? Mahesh, in all the colleges,
Yeah.
IEDC clubs are there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, how many giant companies came out of your IEDC clubs?
I think nothing.
Oh, but government is helping on that, right? Our Kerala Startup Mission, Startup India, all of them are investing in our kids in the colleges. They are investing money. They are giving you facilities. They are giving you free opportunities to pitch to the investors. Why your companies are not coming into the business? Why all the student startups are not becoming into a business? This is the problem. Because we don't know the business. We have an idea. We don't have a right mentor to run how to make a profitable business, how you are going to bring it into the right place, how we will find out the market strategy, how we will approach investors. So out of 100 companies, it is said that out of 100 startups in India, it is starting. There is only 3 companies going to be remaining after 3 years of time. That means 97% of the startup companies fail. The failure reasons are different, but the major reason is it is not their ideas problem, it is their execution problem. So an idea to a business, it's a long journey. An idea to business is a long journey. So an idea doesn't make okay, today I got this idea, I'm going to make this app, I'm going to post it in the Play Store. Tomorrow onwards, thousands of people are going to join. It is not what you see in the newspapers. Newspapers, I know the newspapers writing about me and my company, what I say and what they write, that I know. It is not all the things are not exactly what they showcase. There is a lot behind that. So you just need to understand everything you make. It's not just an idea. This one what you make is going to be part of something called an organization, and an organization is your future goal. But before you start working on the future goal, you should figure out what is that future goal, how that organization should be, and what are all the things you are going to do as part of the organization. So that is how the business point of view comes in. So you may be finding out advertisements or boosted promotions or a subscription for buyers, sellers, and the brokers. All these kind of things you might be including. So maybe one week you will be giving a post for free, and next week your post is chargeable. But still, that is not our main business. Our core business is not residing on the buying and selling. In this case, the suggestions, the better suggestions are given. So we may be taking another idea. This is my idea. I just thought of what I can do on this is, say I'll give you suggestions of 5 properties for free or 5 times for free. Then 6th time you have to pay. Just pay 10 rupees or 100 rupees and get this suggested price for your negotiation. So that is another way around the actual business we are building. Okay. So An organization should be your primary goal, not an idea. If an organization exists, then your idea will grow. If an organization doesn't exist or your idea cannot build an organization, then don't go behind that. Okay. So you have seen how the idea from a basic idea to a better idea, it is evolved in an hour of time. Now you give your time of 1 day. Now you give your time of a week. You give your time of a month. What would that be? You will get more and more ideas. Each time when you go and speak to people, you will get a new idea. Rupesh is here or not?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. So did you feel that from your basic idea to something better, it came out, it came into a better shape in this 1 hour of time?
Yeah, it came into good shape, right? I just had a vast idea which shaped into this.
Correct. All right. So the same way we have to. This is a a bigger organization's small version. That is the idea. So from this idea, we will be starting and going into the next department. And each department where you are working, like your UIX department or the QA department, everywhere this idea should spread. That means the entire team should have the same idea, same goal of what they are trying to build. Okay. If Mahesh doesn't know what the entire team is working and Mahesh is sitting in the team and simply saying, oh, all other people are working, I will simply sit and I'll get what I need. That's all. It is not going to be working like that. Finally, what will happen? You will be eliminated from the group who are actually putting their effort. And you don't need to put the effort just for the sake of putting the effort. You can use your brain to make it better. Say Rupesh is telling this is my idea. Aromil is going and drawing a picture of that. So this is the wireframe I have drawn. So this may be helpful. And someone is going and talking to some college students and figuring out some students to collect that locality details. Say maybe the GPS location, where they have a water source there, how that area have the road transportation, market availability, buildings, hospitals, schools, all these kind of information we need to gather. So another person can go and discuss with colleges and they can bring out some people to collect the data. So a student collective can make it into a better product. So you get the basic data and you added this data into a system, and then someone else suddenly start working on developing an application. And while the wireframes and UI UX is developed, another person will be making an application prototype, and the QA team will be testing that application with the data. And then some people over here will be entering the data to the database and other systems. And overall, it is one idea built by everyone, not by one person. Rupesh cannot build this alone. He cannot make a bigger company. You cannot think that Steve Jobs alone built the Apple company. It's not. He just had this thought. Apple is the biggest company and the most liquidity cash holding company in the world right now, which is $3 trillion. Okay. That company is built by one person. You are thinking that you are created by one person. It is known in the name of one person. He was the founder, but he was not the only founder. He was a founder who managed a team to build that product. So basically, where you are going to, You are going to be business management, and engineer will be working on the engineering department, where someone who is managing the engineers will be shaping it. And then there would be someone who is managing the sales, so they will be bringing this into the outside the world. Right. So once upon a time, in some college, a guy wanted to hack or post some gossips, and he made an application called Face Mash, the Face Mash. Now that is becoming the Facebook, the biggest number of people who are using in the world. The most number of people are in the Facebook, and that guy's name is Mark Zuckerberg. You all know that guy, right? So you think like he thought of an idea, he will be waiting, and he's not making that gossip application, then what would have been happen? We wouldn't be using that. We would be still be in the Orkut. Now we are not in the Orkut. We are into the Facebook or in Insta or in WhatsApp. So this guy has created it. I don't believe it. This guy didn't create it. He had the idea. He came in front and gathered other people to build it. So basically, everyone who works as part of that idea is a founder of that company, not one person. And that's how Neonics we call as Neonics family. No one in Neonics is an employee. Nobody here is an employee. There is no employees in Neonics. Okay, in Neonics Academy also, you are not employees, you are not students. We all are friends. We all are studying together. That's all. I'm also learning a lot of things from you, because I didn't know that this kind of an idea can brought to a shape in 1 hour of time with all these energetic students. And tomorrow onwards, your sessions may be conducted by me, or some different sessions will be there. So there will be another company's CEO who will be coming and explaining you about digital marketing and what are all the opportunities about digital marketing. So that may be tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and we are in discussion with him. And there will be another session who will be another CEO, another founder who will be giving you opportunities which is residing in the sales, marketing, and what is actually sales. Is it something like we are saying we are going to job as a sales executive? People will be telling us you are going to become a sales executive after engineering. Byju's is one of the application who hire a lot of engineers as salespeople. Why they do that? Remember my first session? We all are here to sell. Till the end of our life, we need to sell ourselves. So they need to sell their application through engineering graduates only, and their salary payout for an developer and salesman is totally different, and salesman scores more value than a developer. Yeah, it's I think 9 lakh per annum is there. Engineering graduate salesperson's initial package. Okay, so that is the sales job, and digital marketers also have the same opportunity. UI UX developers also have the kind of opportunities. So understanding all these opportunities will give you better vision towards your life and towards your career. Hope this 1.5 hour session was useful for all of you. If it was not useful, you can unlike or comment and leave the session. I'm okay with that. Okay. If I hurt any one of you, I'm sorry for that. I think I don't. Anybody have any questions? Surya, I can see you are speaking, but I can't hear you. You are on mute.
Nothing.
Nothing. No questions. Okay. And there is one more thing. This is an English usage. I heard it. Means I learned it from some other channels. like we ask any doubts. That's a negative question. Doubt is always considered as a negative word. You have to ask, I'm done. Any questions? Also, we are saying like no doubt. That means we are not doubting you. Okay, so that doubt is a negative word. I have a question, or do you have any questions? That's the better usage. In colleges also teachers can utilize that. Students also can utilize the same. Okay, doubt is a negative word. You can search for it. Any more questions? Okay, then you can leave the meeting. Good night.
One thing though, I just want to add a
Good night, bro. Thank you.
hello.
Guru, you said something. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah, so in addition to what Arun had said, that people from other organization will be coming and conducting a session, that is for you all to understand what are all the opportunities exist on that particular field. And the reason we are doing it because by end of this week, rather beginning of next week, you all have to come up with your own path where you would want to pursue your career in, like as a developer, as a QA engineer, or as a designer, or as a marketer. Because as Arun has mentioned, all these have equal opportunities in the organization, because without one pillar organization is not going to be succeed. So they all have a equal you all have equal opportunity in the all these fields, and all these fields gives you equal amount of package, equal amount of importance, and equal amount of add-on things to the job, right? So you get an opportunity to learn of individual departments, and by end of this week you choose in which department you have to make your career, right? Everyone understand? Hello?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Understood.
Based on that, we can start working on start learning or start educating ourselves, and eventually start taking up the project with the entire team, and put our contribution to the team. Like if you are a QA engineer, you will have to start writing test cases. If you're a designer, you will have to start understanding the industry standards and start designing accordingly. And if you're a marketer, whatever like to take an example of today's session and today's idea. So whether it is relevant to the current market, and how the market, are there any players already exist with this idea? If so, what they are doing, and how we can be different, than that idea. So all these research had to be done by some people, and they are marketers. So they will go out and study the market, right? So it has to be done along with the development of the product. Otherwise, you have done a development and go and do the research, and you will understand that it is irrelevant to market. So all the efforts you have put to develop the product will go on waste, which should not be done. Right. So just evaluate yourself and also try understand what are all the opportunities that relies on individual sectors of this field, and make your decisions. No. Yes, no, did not
Yeah, Guru,
understand
I think
anything.
everybody got it. They are on mute.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's it then. That is one thing I had to convey. Uh, so we can wind up. We can have a nice evening. Take care.
Guru,
Thank
I'm
you.
stopping the